Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Mary. You're watching another little piece of my art. I'm coming to you from my new location in Florida. So I have a haul for you. I was gonna do a video on my art studio because the place I'm in at now, they took their Florida room and they made it into, they enclosed it, and so we don't need two living rooms. So I get to have at the first time in my life, finally get to have an art studio. I'm so excited, and I'm trying to fix it all up, and when it's finished, I will make that video. I also finally hit 500 subscribers. Yay! Thank you so much. And I will be doing a giveaway. I do not have a vehicle here, because we came in the U-Haul, so the vehicle's back home, and we have not went to go get that yet. So when I do the giveaway, I'm going to have to, figure out how I'm going to get to the post office and send out the book and everything like that. But we'll do that next week probably. So for today, I just want to show you some stuff that I got. This morning, I was going shopping with my girlfriend that lives down here that I've known since high school. We decided to go thrifting, and we passed a garage sale. So we stopped by that, and I got a brand new bottle here of tacky glue, because who does not find a use for Aleene's tacky glue, right? It's just a staple. I also got this tiny little glue gun. I have the Thermo Grip, the full-size one by Black & Decker. My mother bought that for me when I was 24 years old. So, it's been a minute. It's been a long, long minute. And that thing still works. These are the best glue guns ever. And this one is a small one. So I don't have any of these small glue sticks. But I just thought that, this would be good for, just when you have a small thing to do and you don't want to get out the big thing and heat it all up. So hopefully it works. These tend to last forever, this brand. So I thought I would give it a shot. So I got that. And then they had these Sargent Art oil pastels, and I have never tried this brand, and I thought, they were practically giving this stuff away. Pretty much the prices were so low, so I just thought I would give them a shot, see how I like them. I like to try all the different types of oil pastels that I can, because the person that I follow so much, so closely, that does work with pastels, I told you guys about him before, Black Bean CMS. He has a variety of pastels, and going from like the most expensive to the dirt cheap, and he recommends that you have different ones, because they do different things. And you might like, for some projects you might want it to be more creamy, but for other things you might want it to be able to really block out color better, and so it's nice to have. So we'll try these out, and if I hate them, I can always have them for the kids to play with when they come and visit. Okay, so then we went to the thrift store. I'm going to show you the books that I bought last. They're not coloring books, but they are art-related books. But they're all stacked up beside me, so I figure I'll just do this other part of the haul. So we went to Hobby Lobby because my friend needed some jewelry making supplies. That's what she does. She makes jewelry. And so I have been working on this guy here. We worked on him some this weekend, and she came and spent the night. She put on my mouth for me, on my my teeth for me. But this is it's like a lap quilt, I guess. It's going to be obviously a sugar skull. And I'm going to put some flowers around here. I've been doing some hand stitching on it, but we went into the Hobby Lobby because she needed the jewelry making supplies, and so I cruised over to the area where like sewing notions and stuff, and they had some things on clearance there. So I found this ribbon here. It says the Robert Stanley collection, $7.99, 80 cents. I couldn't pass it up. You can always pull the wire out if you're going to use the ribbon for an actual project, and not make bows out of it. You just pull the wire out. So I thought that was a pretty pattern on that one. And this one here I thought would go so well with the sugar skull guy. Looks very, you know, Day of the Dead-y motif. It has these pretty flowers on there, and then the black vines. That is also by the Robert Stanley collection. So $5.99, 60 cents. Hard to pass that up. And then these two here, these are just kind of thinner ribbon, but they have the deep, rich fall colors. So I picked those up. They were regular $1.99 to 50 cents, but you get quite a bit of ribbon on there. So I have the brown, and then this one was 20 cents. It's the thinner, and this one is a really, really pretty color. You won't be able to see it because I have terrible lighting in here. We tried to replace the light kit to the ceiling fan. It did not work. The wiring is like all crazy. Like the switches don't go to the place that you think it's been an experience and a half. Interesting. But I love it. I love my new house. I love my new neighborhood. I love it. It's amazing. And then I got these. One of them has fallen off. They're little tassels. Silver little tassels. So I don't know. I think maybe I could hang them off the bottom or something. I have no idea, but I saw them. They were 75 cents for 4 little silver tassels. I thought they were so cute. And if I don't use them on this project, I will use them on something, I'm sure. So then we went to some thrift stores. We went to this one thrift store. I think it was the Salvation Army thrift store. And today happened to be lamp day. Lamps, any lamp was $1. So I managed to buy 4 lamps because, like I said, lighting is a problem. These ceiling fans, every room has a ceiling fan. You know, it's Florida. But for some reason, the light kits in them do not seem to want to work. So I wasn't prepared to for that situation when I left my other home, and I didn't bring every lamp and light because there's still people living in the house. So yeah, I was so excited when I went in there and lamps were $1. So I got 4 of them, tried them all in the store, and they all work, and now they're mine. So I have to clean those up and get those placed in the house. So we'll have a little bit more light the next time I am back, I hope. And then this table that I'm sitting at here, it's actually like a library table. You stack books in the bottom. And we found that at the garage sale that we went to early in the morning, and my friend purchased it for me as a housewarming gift, and I love it. So that was great. Okay, so then let's see. There's some books. Well, I bought some recipe books, but I did not bring them in here because I didn't think you guys would be interested in seeing that. But I found these 2 books at the garage sale in the morning. The Great Ancestor Hunt, The Fun of Finding Out Who You Are. Doesn't that look cool? I mean, I don't have internet or cable right now, so I'm like just watching DVDs and stuff, and it gets a little boring. So I thought that some books were in order, and if I don't like them, I can always donate them. So no big deal. But here's another one, and this one is Ancestors: A Beginner's Guide to Family History and Genealogy. So I thought those were interesting. Excuse me. Then we have The Illuminated Book of Days by K. Marshall Lee. What does that say? With illustrations by Kate Greenway. This is a really pretty book. And it just talks about every day of the year, like something historical about it. For example, we have April 21st, and then it says like, the sun enters the 2nd zodiac sign of the year Taurus, the founding of Rome. The first roller skates were worn, just like that, and it's every day. So I just thought that was an interesting, book to have sitting around on your end table, your coffee table, for someone to flip through when they're at your house visiting or waiting or whatever. Okay, so then the thrift store, let's see, we went to another thrift store, and at that one, all books were 10 cents. So the rest of the books I'm going to show you come from there. So, you know, seeing how they were so low priced, some of them I'm like, well, if I don't use it, I could always cut it up. I could journal with it, you know, for a dime. You can't really, I mean, it's like they're just giving it to you at that point. But this one is the Ultimate Guide to Trees, Fact and Photo Filled Practical Guide. I love trees. I mean, don't we all? But yeah, I just thought this one was interesting. You know, I'm in a new state. There's different things here, and I like to learn about them. I was hoping to come across a Florida gardening book because the rules apparently are completely different. And I don't want to spend any money on planting stuff and do it wrong, so I need to study up on how to garden in Florida. But did not come across that book, but I did find a tree book, so we have that. We have this to look at. So pretty. And let's see, I got this one. This is Van Gogh's artworks. So that's just awesome. I mean, even if you don't want to read it, you have a book full of his artwork. You can use for inspiration. You can cut it up and journal with it. You can do whatever you want. But like when I see this, it makes me want to get the oil pastels out and like play with those. So this one is good. This one was a good find. I'm sorry, my tripod is shaking. So we have house and garden samplers. Now, I don't do much of this kind of thing, like cross stitch anymore. I used to love to do it, but I can't see well enough anymore to do it. But a lot of times in these books, they'll have patterns that you can use for other things. And also, it just gives you really cute ideas, or gives me cute ideas on sketching things. And I just like the really pretty pictures, and I just like the way they look. So I did get a couple books like this. Like I said, even though I won't be stitching any of these, I can still use them for drawing and other things, other artworks. So there is that one. And let's see, I've got Mastering Composition and Light, the Kodak Library of Creative Photography. So here's the book. I flipped through it some in the store, and I was like, I don't know, what kind of cameras they're using here. Most of us use our digital stuff now, but it's still really pretty, and you can still learn something, about how to take pictures more effectively. So I'm always down to learn something new. Some of these are just beautiful photographs. I mean, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So there's that one. And then we have Four Seasons and Plastic Canvas. Again, I don't do this type of work, but the patterns you can use for other things. You can use them in jewelry making. You can use them, just whatever. So that's why I picked it up, and they're just fun to flip through and look at. I just like them. I like these old books a lot. They're very nostalgic. My grandma used to make some things out of plastic canvas. Yep. I think somewhere I still have a tissue box that she made. But see, you could cut things out of felt if you make things like I'm doing with this lap quilt. You know what I'm saying? You can use these in other ways. So there is that one. Then I have Come Home to Country. This is Better Homes and Gardens. And this is just, my house isn't really decorated in country because, you know, when in Rome, so to speak. I'm in Florida, so like I'm gonna have light patterns and light colors and, you know, probably fish like everyone else on my walls and things like that. But it's just a nice book on decorating and you know, like where to place things, and you know, there's the back section there was all about gardens. It goes through bathrooms, so it's nice to get ideas even if you don't use it in the exact same way. Like, you know, if you're not going to do a country home, well, that's okay. You can still take those ideas and flip them into whatever theme you are using. So I thought this was a really nice book for 10 cents. Oh yeah. So nice. I like that fabric there. It's like a sun porch. So really pretty. All right. And I got two more, guys. We have the Home Depot Decorative Painting 1, 2, 3 from Prep to Cleanup. So I have two rooms here that could use a paint job. Definitely not as bad as my older house that I left back home. But it's nice to know the steps. Like, I mean, I've painted a million times, but these are, you know, different techniques that you can use. And you can also do these techniques if you're painting, you know, a wooden box or some craft painting, something that you're doing, you know, painting on wood, frames, whatever. You can use some of these techniques there. So always good to have. Here they are actually doing like a stencil project. So yeah, I picked that one up. And then the last one I have, this one is, let's see, Home Decorating Made Easy. So, let's see, this one was gifted to Margie for Christmas of 1995 by Buzz and Pumpkin. Shout out to Buzz and Pumpkin. And then, you know, this one has stencils here in the back for all these different shapes and projects that they're doing in here, and things that you can make. There's a wine rack. There's just, this one is chock full of projects, cool things. It's hard for me to get it all in there. Sorry, guys. So we have decorative shelf paper, like some folk art, a lid design. I mean, you could use that in something else. If you're not making a lid, it doesn't have to be a lid. It can be whatever you want it to be. You can even just watercolor it. Pots. Pots are big out here in Florida, I noticed. Apparently the soil is unkind, so people plant things in pots. There's pots everywhere. So, you know, if you get a bunch of pots and then they're all like mismatched or whatever, you could paint them all to look the same or alike, you know. This has ideas, things like that. Here we have stenciling on furniture. Now, some of this stuff is dated, you know, because as I just said in the beginning of opening this book here, it was gifted to someone in 95. So some of these things maybe we wouldn't do now, but the techniques never, you know, are dated. Like learning how to make placemats. And so I have two sewing machines now. I have one for paper and one for fabric. So there's all kinds of things in here to make. Napkins and tablecloths. Yeah, I could flip through this one and chat forever, but I better not because you guys would probably get bored. So I will bring this video to a close, and I want to thank you so much for watching. Thank you for finally bringing me to 500 subscribers. I will do that giveaway in the very near future, and I'm also going to work on finishing up the studio so I can do a tour and show you guys. So I will see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.